I probably have about 2 minutes before Marnie comes and finds me and drags me out to the park because the sun is shining. But I wanted to say that I am not in a great place at the moment, and it has I've always felt like I was the kind of person who was quite good at putting a brave face on and being pulling myself out of feeling not great, and, you know, looking on the bright side, cup half full kind of person, which I am and I have been. But lately, with everything that has happened, I have come to realise that, in fact, what I am is somebody who, when I'm not feeling great, I go into myself and I don't talk to people, and I certainly don't feel like I want to pick up a camera and film, which is why I haven't filmed in weeks and weeks, because I can't pretend that I don't feel a bit crap at the moment. And with it being Mental Health Awareness Month, I think, or Mental Health Awareness Week, one or the other, I just felt it was a good time to perhaps mention it and say, I mean, I'm okay. I don't want to like make anyone worried or concerned about me. I'm okay. But yeah, I've not really been in a good space in the last, well, 8 months really, but particularly over the last few weeks. So going back to what I said about removing myself from talking to people and going into myself when I feel this way, and it is something, if I actually look back, it is something that I have always done. I've always been a bit reluctant to be vulnerable and to talk about how I really feel. Like, I love to talk, but I love to talk, well, I'm more of a listener, I suppose. I like to be there for other people if they're feeling a similar way. But when it comes to myself, and a lot of us, I would imagine, when somebody says, how are you? My answer is always, I'm okay, even if I'm really not. And the point of me making this video to talk about this today is that I want to break that cycle for myself, and maybe those of you who can relate to what I'm saying will want to do that for themselves too. And if I can make some steps towards being more open and more vulnerable and helping myself to heal a little bit, then that's great. And if I can help anyone else who wants to join me in trying to do that, then all the better. I've turned the camera on really off the cuff today. Things were whizzing through my mind. In fact, I did a Peloton ride this morning that's kind of spurred or brought all this out in me, and it's so off the cuff, in fact, that my battery light is flashing because I haven't charged my battery ready to film. So this may well cut out, and if it does, I will charge my battery for half an hour and come back. But I want to break that cycle for me, and I want to talk. What I was really conscious of on my channel after my mum died was I didn't want this to be a sad space. I didn't want this to be somewhere that people didn't want to click on the videos because they were, you know, they didn't want to see somebody sad, because there was enough sadness and you know, fear and uncertainty and everything that's been going on in the world for the last year. I didn't want to add to that. But maybe in doing that, it's not, well, it's certainly not being honest if I pretend that I don't feel sad, but I don't want to fail to acknowledge it either. So if I can try and turn it into something positive for me and empowering for others and inspiring maybe for other people who can either relate or going through something similar themselves. It doesn't have to be loss of a loved one. It's, you know, anything that brings you sadness or makes you feel not your best, then, you know, tools to overcome that and to grow from that and to deal with that, I think, are massively helpful. And I've found so much help through YouTube, podcasts, books, Instagram over the last year or so. So I guess I need to reframe it in my own head and think of it more as adding to that space and adding my story and being really real about how I feel. I'm watching that little light blinking. It's really going to cut out any minute. I didn't make notes, as you can probably tell. Yeah, it ran out. And now I've completely lost my train of thought, which I knew would happen. But I guess what I was trying to say or wanting to put across is that I've got lots of ideas of changes that I want to make and things that I know will help me. And some of those I'm already doing, and others I really need to put into place that will help me. And what I've found, and I guess this is probably quite a natural part of the process, I'm doing this because this is like the world's lowest cut cardigan when I bend over. I've found that the places that I am drawing my inspiration and like what I want to consume online, and even down to like things I want to watch on Netflix, has changed dramatically in the last 6 months to a year. Like completely changed, and my priorities have somewhat changed and things are just very different for me. So why shouldn't what I put out there into the world, whether it's on my channel or Instagram or just in real life, why wouldn't that change too, you know? And that doesn't mean that all the things I enjoyed making before go away. It just means that I need to adapt my my focus and where I put my energies and things like that. And I don't want this to sound really cryptic, because it's not. There's nothing like I've got this big grand plan that I'm not talking about. I just I think I'm just trying to figure it all out in my own head and where I want to go with things. And I do want to keep going with my YouTube channel. I am so close to 10,000 subscribers, which is such a minuscule number, really, but it was a big deal. It's always been a big deal to me to reach that number. Obviously I'd like to reach more, but it was just my little goal to myself when I started, and my mum was so excited for me to reach 10,000 subscribers. So I will not give up. I'm stubborn as anything, and I will not stop. And I enjoy it. It's not just for that. I enjoy it. It's a creative outlet for me. I enjoy making videos, thinking of content. It's just lately I have been trying to force myself to want to do things a certain way, want to film certain videos, and I can't force it because I don't feel it at the moment. I don't feel like doing exactly what I was doing before. So, but I don't want to scare off people who like that either, because I'm sure there will be bits of everything. It's like it's a journey, and it's going to be a messy journey probably as I figure out how to live with the new reality that I have of not having my mum. So I hope you stick around, and if this is the first video you've ever found of mine, then I can only say sorry. Maybe go back and watch a few. I'll link a couple of videos that do a better job of explaining what I'm all about. But if you are new and you haven't subscribed and you are here because you too are looking for your path, you've lost a loved one, or you're just having a tough time, then if you would subscribe, then I hope that I can help you out in some small way with that. I can hear Marnie coming now, so I'm going to sign off now, and thank you for watching if you stuck to the end of this ramble. And do comment. I love to read your comments and respond to them. It's like one of the things I love the most about doing this. So do comment, let me know how you are, and I will see you soon. Bye.